Manchester City manager Joseph Pep Guardiola faced the media yesterday afternoon ahead of their Premier League game against Arsenal later today, and in this video I'll be taking you through everything the manager said to the media. But before then, I would like to welcome you to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone and where you're watching me from. Please, if you have not subscribed to your boss channel, kindly do that. If you have done that already, thank you so much. Do well to like, comment, and do not forget to turn on your notification to enable you to see when next I post. Alright, the manager was asked on the report that Kevin De Bruyne could be out with a minor groin problem, and he said he feels a bit better today. Tomorrow we are training and we will see he could be involved. And when the manager was asked on Arsenal, he simply said it's always been a tight game. In the past few years, I think we are a good team, but they are good too. They do many things in all aspects, in high pressing, in defending deep, in transition. They are a complete team, and that's why they have been our biggest rival in the last 2 seasons. In this early stage of the season, nothing more than the mood over the next few games is at stake. In terms of the table, it's not really important. It will be important when we go to London in the second half of the season. And he was asked on Arsenal development, and he said, you can ask Mikel Arteta, because if I say something, they will say I was playing mind games or something like that. I have always had a high opinion about him and his team. Every season they get stronger. The depth of the squad every season is better and better. Both the last 2 years have been close, but we have been so strong as well, and still we are strong. On Raheem Sterling, the former Liverpool and Manchester City player, he said, Mikel said it was a surprise to get him. One of the players that behave unbelievably well in this club, that help us be who we are and where we are. My first year in my tenure here with Raheem were so important. Of course, I do prefer him doesn't perform well on Sunday, but I wish him all the best. And the manager was asked about what this statement concerning players going on strike, and he said, many voices are talking about the players. If something is going to change, it must come from the players. They are the only ones who can change something. The business can be without managers, sporting directors, media and owners, but without players, you cannot play. The only ones to have the power to do it is them. On the return of Foden back to his squad, he said everyone needs a break. He was the best player in the league last season, so of course we need him to make competition and fight with the other midfield players and wingers. His intensity, his pressing and his movement in the small pocket is among the best in the world, so you can imagine how pleased I am that he's back. He's ready to play 90 minutes. Last season saw Arsenal triumph in the Community Shield before claiming a home win and a draw on their previous visit to the blue half of the Manchester, as they continue to close the gap on Pep Guardiola all-conquering side. Neither side has tasted defeat in the Premier League in 2024 to further underline their status as the best 2 teams in the country. And while the latest installment of their rivalry won't decide the destination of the trophy, victory will prove to be a huge early season scar for either Guardiola or Mikel Arteta. City come into this game as the only team with 100% record from their opening 4 league fixtures, stretching their run to 13 straight Premier League victory and 27 unbeaten. The opening day saw a 2-0 success at Chelsea before Erling Haaland netted hat-trick against Ipswich Town, West Ham United in a 4-1 and 3-1 win. Last week saw the Norwegian hit 9 for the campaign already, with both goals in the 2-1 win against Brentford, the most any player has registered in the first 4 games of a Premier League campaign. But City have trailed early in both of their home matches so far. Both the Gunners and Guardiola's men heading to this one off the back of goalless draw against Italian opponent in the Champions League after City were held at home by Inter Milan on Wednesday. Interestingly, they have only won 2 of their last 7 matches following a midweek Europa game, drawing 5 and losing the other to Arsenal last time. And even Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta have his say on the game, and he said, we are expecting a really competitive one. We are going to the home of the champions, the team that I think in Premier League history has been the most consistent ever, not only in terms of result but in terms of dominance and consistent top performance. This is the challenge. We have to go there and prove that again we have made another step and we can compete. And in conclusion, Guardiola said, it's always been a tight game in the last years because they are good, but we are good too. In many things, high pressing, transition, they are a complete team. That's why they have been our biggest rivals in last 2 seasons. In terms of the table, it's not so important. What will be important is when we go to London in the second part of the season. It's not a motivation that we have to win to be 5 points ahead after 5 fixtures. It's to do a good game. Arteta is said to have the game group of players available to him that he did against Atalanta, with Martin Odegaard ankle, Mikel Merino shoulder, Alexander Zinchenko calf, Takehiro Tomiyasu knee, and Kieran Tierney hamstring on the sideline. However, Declan Rice is available again after serving his one-match suspension for his red card against Brighton and Hove Albion last month. Kevin De Bruyne is Guardiola's big concern after he came off at halftime against Inter Milan with a knock, and while the Spaniard believe he is improving, it remains to be seen if he will feature on Sunday. Nathan Ake is definitely out after picking up a hamstring injury in action from the Netherlands in the last international break, while Oscar Bob is a long-term casualty with a leg fracture sustained in training. So guys, this is all about the news. What do you think about the Premier League cracker between Manchester City and Arsenal later in the day? Do you think Guardiola's men will take the day, or you think the Gunners will shock the whole world by beating Manchester City at their very own backyard? Please, whatever your opinion may be on this, I would like to see it on the comment section. Do well to like, comment, and do not forget to turn on your notification to enable you see when next I post. Thank you for watching this video. See you in my next video. Bye.